All right, y'all, we are back with another video. Now, this video kind of came to my phone and I was looking, I'm like, Fox done said that that they have found some cocaine discovered at Biden's White House. I'm like, what in the world? You telling me that they found drugs in Biden's White House? Oh my God. Oh my God. Now, I gotta check this right here out because I see they said Judge Jeanine is in the video, so I know she gonna be saying something about this. And let's go ahead and dive straight into it. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. I appreciate everybody that's been showing support, everybody that's leaving positive comments, and even everybody that just clicked on this video. I really, really, really appreciate all of you. All right. So like I said, hit that like button for me. Hit that subscribe button, and let's find out this shocking cocaine discovered at Biden's White House. Man.
All right, a shocking drug discovery at the White House, sparking a blizzard of speculation. Fox News can confirm that cocaine was indeed found in the West Wing on Sunday while President Biden and his family were away at Camp David. The Secret Service discovering the white powder in a what they called working area during a routine inspection. It caused a brief evacuation with fire and emergency crews responding to a 911 call to the White House, weighing in today and pointing out that there could be a lot of suspects.
Where this was discovered is a heavily traveled area where many White House, West Wing, I should be even more specific, West Wing visitors come through this particular area. When people visit the West Wing, there is the area of the West Wing where it is highly traveled, and that is what happens. People come through this particular area. It's highly traveled. I'm just not going to get into specifics. We do have West Wing tours that occur here on campus. They happen in this particular past couple of days. They happen on Friday, they happen on Saturday and Sunday.
The White House also dodging questions left and right on the cocaine caper.
So what's preventing a visitor from bringing in anthrax or something that's not magnetic into the White House?
No, look, Ouija, I totally understand the question, but it is under investigation.
Does the White House support the prosecution of this individual?
I'm just not going to get into hypotheticals from here.
Would the president be satisfied with, sir, this is a busy room and we found some cocaine. We don't know who brought it.
So let's see what the Secret Service says, right?
How determined is the president to get to the bottom of who brought illegal drugs into the White House?
The president thinks it is incredibly important to get to the bottom of this.
Sounds like she don't want to answer the question, do she?
The president's mad.
Man.
They can't do that.
So she blamed it on visitors now?
Totally.
They should say that they found it in a My Little Kitty coin purse.
For a while.
Yeah. I used to take one of those to the working area of the
Cocaine?
White House. No, the purse. The little pony purse.
Did you see what they did, though?
What did they do?
It went from it was found at a library, highly specific, to a working area. And they kept stressing this over and over again. The possibility of suspects are endless. Mm-hmm. We'll probably never get to the bottom of this one. It'll be another unsolved mystery. And our media, who generally love to pursue a great story, when it's a Republican, will not do anything on it. And I know that sounds so repetitive, the shoe on the other foot thing, but it is true that if this were, in the last couple of weeks, we've had a trans activist burying her breasts. We find coke. It's like it's like they're running a low-rent strip club. Yes. But I also do love how the media pounces on the right for bringing up Hunter. As if, he isn't the most obvious culprit. Is there somebody else we're missing, media? Should we be talking about Kamala's laughter? Is that what you would prefer? But this is a guy who leaves drugs, guns, and laptops everywhere. He got thrown out of the Navy for coke. He got thrown out of the Chateau Marmont. It's hard to get thrown out of the Chateau Marmont. Trust me, I have tried. And then, of course, he was just at the White House. So I guess, Occam's razor, this is the most obvious thing that could happen. But I love the fact that, if you bring it up, it's like, oh, typical, you'd bring up Hunter. What about a father's love for his son?
Right. And
he's
an addict in recovery.
How dare you?
And he is an addict in recovery. Okay, whatever.
Well, that's one hell of a recovery.
This is crazy news, y'all. This is crazy news.
She was also asked if they would be going, any of the staff within the West Wing would be undergoing testing, drug testing. Watch her here.
Will any White House staffers be undergoing drug testing as part of this investigation?
White House is subject to rigorous guidelines that include drug testing, and so we will take any action that is appropriate and warranted pending the outcome of the Secret Service. Just not going to get into hypotheticals from here.
Her ambivalence in her answer in not answering is consistent with the ambivalence about, will the White House prosecute? Why would you not say, we are going to prosecute? We have to set send the message here. It is illegal. You don't bring it into the White House. If you're a staffer high on cocaine, you shouldn't be in the White House. If you're a staffer who brings cocaine in, you shouldn't be in the White House.
There you go.
If you're a tourist, and how many think a tourist would do this? You think you're going to get past the incredible screening, get past the canines, get past everything if you're a tourist? And who's going to dare do it?
And then, like, once you get through all those things, then take it out of your pocket and put it in the cubbyhole.
Leave it there. But the amazing thing is, Greg touched on this, for the D.C. hazmat people said it's in the library. There's a tape recording. Dana, where is the library? The library is in the East Wing, where the president's family is, and not the West Wing, where the public and the press go through. Yeah. But let me continue that train of thought, because I am a prosecutor, and this kind of stuff makes me crazy. Number one.
Talk, Judge.
The purpose, and let me say this, Secret Service agents are ready to take a bullet for the president. But I want to ask you, the Secret Service job is to protect the president and his family. Mm-hmm. The Secret Service is the one that retrieved the gun from that basket, that garbage can outside the school. The Secret Service are the people who went to where Hunter bought the gun and tried to get the pistol permit application, that is the substance of a crime right now, away from the shop owner, but he wouldn't give it to them. So here we have a White House that wants to manage every aspect of our lives, what drugs we can take, what drugs we can't take, whether we should go to work, whether we should go to school, whether we should do this or that. But a little cocaine in the White House, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. I mean, it's outrageous the way they responded.
Joey, the White House demanded a second test, because it's almost as if they're like, gosh, we really hope it's anthrax and not cocaine, because that story's really bad for us.
Yeah, so it's going to be really hard for the White House to come out strong against this person. I mean, just think about it. What if this person is a staffer there, and they come out and say, you know what, I've just worked really hard. They expect me to work 18 hours a day. I'm stressed out. I fell into this bad habit. My family member died. It was tragic. I'm struggling to keep up. I've become an addict. I'm a victim of my own device or my own vices. And I need help is what I need. I just need help. I mean, this is an administration that if in no other way than through their own silence, supports the broad progressive policy in communities and cities around the country that says doing drugs is not an immoral thing.
Yo, this right here is just mind-blowing to me. You telling me, because I've never heard them say that drugs was found in the White House with any other president. It didn't happen with Trump, no other president, Obama, no other president. So you telling me they found cocaine in the White House. And so now she don't want to answer the questions about what they might have to do. Is they going to drug test the staff and all that type of stuff? So it's just mildly weird to me. Like, how can somebody bring a drug like that into the White House? And then they say it was in the heavily traveled area. Like, y'all let me know down below, do y'all think Biden has anything to do with this? Do y'all think he brought it in here? Do y'all think it was one of the staff members? But it's just quietly odd that, like, come on. Like I never thought this would happen, that drugs will be found in the White House. This is, like, shocking news. All that stuff Biden tried to put Trump through, now it's coming back to bite him. And we already knew that the judge was going to land her plane. She was going to talk her noise. And you already know when the judge get on that microphone, it's time to listen to the judge. Judge Jeanine be doing her thing, though. But like I said, y'all let me know what y'all think about this so far. Do y'all think Biden had anything to do with it? Or do you think one of the staff members in there bring it in there for Biden? Or did a staff member bring it in there for themselves and try to hide it? Or whatever the case may be. But this right here is just shocking news.
It's a sign of victimhood. Drug crime unfairly prosecutes people. Their position as a party from coast to coast is to make excuses and to provide some sort of redemption path for someone who does drugs or is addicted to drugs, not provide consequence. So how can you support Gavin Newsom or his entire state on this and come out hard on somebody that might work for you that got caught with a little bit of cocaine? I mean, they've put themselves in a place where I don't see how they can come down hard on them, and not be called out for hypocrisy by the further left.
I'd like to put myself, Jessica, in the shoes of any press secretary and imagine what it would have been like on a Sunday night of the holiday weekend when you think, I'm going to have like 2 days here where I can just catch my breath, spend some time with my family, and you get the call that says, hey, heads up, they found cocaine in the White House.
Well, it's
Like, that had to been like some devastating news. Just imagine, even if you Biden and you at home and you get a phone call saying that, hey, we found cocaine in the White House. It's like, the first thing you be like, what? Y'all found what in the White House? So, I don't want to put it on nobody, but I don't want to put it on the president. I don't want to put it on staff member, but either way it goes, somebody brung it in there. So it didn't get in there by itself. But I'm pretty sure they're going to get to the bottom of it and find out who did it.
It seemed like a joke, right? When I saw it circulating on Twitter, I thought it was like the perfect July hoax, right?
Too
like
on the
you're
nose.
all
Or in the
the
nose.
nose. And every joke was taken before you could get back on TV, which must have been devastating for you, Greg. But it did. Like, you have a son who's was an addict, is openly in recovery. Suddenly there's a little baggie of coke. He met up with his dad before they went to Camp David. Did he slip into the visitor place and, just stash something in a cubby hole? Like, it was all too insane. But of course, I'm riveted by it on Sunday evening. And then you have the people who, people are defending the family, obviously saying it's too on the nose, in the nose, whatever. And then you have the people who are out to, get Hunter no matter what, who are, tracing things. It turns into one of those, like, remember the show Homeland, one of those boards.
Now, I haven't got into, like, Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden, but I've been seeing a lot of stuff about Hunter Biden that y'all been sending me. So, like, you know what I'm saying? He been in the news pretty lately. So we definitely might have to dive into that and check that out because I've been getting a lot of videos y'all been sending me on Instagram and stuff like that. So I definitely got to dive into that. But I've been hearing a lot about Hunter Biden by y'all. So we might definitely have to check that out because he's been having some stuff going on.
Red line, red strings connecting. And then he went here and I'm sure he talked to so-and-so.
Yep.
And it's all really just concerning on a national security level. And I think that was the best question that was asked. What if anthrax now can get in easily? How is this conceivable that cocaine got in there, if not from someone who works in there and could get it in a
There are
basis?
lots of cameras in the White House. I don't know.
I bet they're going to blame it on a worker, like somebody that cleans.
But take-
That's what they'll do. 'Cause, that's the easiest way out. Is just it was an overnight worker.
But
they're going to
there's a
find some
glassine
type of way to
bag.
get
Are
out
there
of it.
fingerprints on the bag? Did they
Right.
protect the bag?
DNA,
Did they collect it in the proper way?
Well, and we know it's not Hunter because Hunter's a man of the people. He's a crack guy. This is
Yes.
cocaine. This is way
Cocaine.
too white collar.
Yes.
Can you imagine, though, like if you invited, because on those holiday weekends, you do get a lot of friends and family asking you, can you please give us a tour while we're in town for the fireworks? And so you go in
Yeah.
on the weekend. You
Yep.
say, can you imagine how many people are calling their friends and family going, did you just screw my life over?
Yeah.
Because you better fess up right
man.
now.
That would have been a good thing. Hunter, like getting his dealer in on a tour. That's a great way to get your drugs in.
It's not bad.
That's
I mean,
a great
It's
thing.
another red string.
Exactly.
Bring back the West Wing show. You've got writers right here on the 5. All right.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do.
Wow. Like I said, I had to check that one out. I was wondering why, it came to my phone. I'm like, man, what the world? I'm like, what is going on? You tell me it said something about the fiery after shocking cocaine discovery at Biden's White House? Like, that right there is big news, y'all. But like the guy said that they might end up trying to, they ain't going to try to put it on Biden. They going to put it on somebody. Yeah, like I said, it did not get in there by itself. Did no drugs get in that White House by itself. Somebody brung it in. But like he said, though, they're going to try to put it off on like a staff member or like a worker there. They're going to find somebody to put it on. So, either way it go, they're going to have to find out because they know it didn't get in there by itself. So, we'll see. But like I said, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I appreciate everybody that just watched this video. Thank you very much. and I'll catch y'all in the next one.